A little bit about myself. My name is Michael Quintana. I'm 23 years old. I just moved down from college at Florida Gulf Coast, and I'm actually the brother of Lexi Quintana and Alyssa Quintana, who also had the job before Lexi was here. My background is just playing baseball in high school, playing all-around sports all throughout younger years, playing pickup basketball, things like that. CrossFit came a lot later into my life. I started CrossFitting about 3 years ago. I was at Florida Gulf Coast, and just, the LA Fitness wasn't doing it for me. And my sister, actually, Alyssa, started doing CrossFit, and she was telling me about it. And I decided to give it a go with her one time down here in Fort Lauderdale at a box, and kind of enjoyed it. So decided to take it up at Florida Gulf Coast in college. And after the first workout, I loved it. I was hooked right from the first day. After completing my first CrossFit workout, it was actually a sled pull, 10 sled pulls, 100 yards each. And I remember after that, I pretty much wanted to throw up right then and there. I held it in, and then after that, got home and said, you know what, let's come back tomorrow and see how good I do, because nothing had ever pushed me that hard. So I felt that this was a good thing. Main reason for joining CrossFit Fever was because this was the box that my sisters were at, and this is where I wanted to be at, where I knew and I felt comfortable. I knew a lot of people here coming back down. My favorite part of CrossFit is the competitive atmosphere that it has. I've always been a competitive person, no matter what sport I play, no matter actually what game I'm playing. It could be a card game or anything else. So when I joined CrossFit, I loved being able to compete actually again outside of sports, because it is something that I love to do, and actually just being around everyone and encouraging other people to do their best. And once we're done with our workout, if someone else is still going, being able to go out there and pick them up as well is pretty nice feeling. CrossFit Fever has changed my life because I've never really been more dedicated in things that I was with CrossFit, and I kind of just reflected onto other daily activities in life, being able to do those things with more passion, more enthusiasm, paying more attention, just as I would here in the box with any type of lift or any type of movement that I was doing. Since coming to CrossFit Fever, my main goals were to lean out and to gain muscle, lose fat, everything that everyone wants to do. And LA Fitness wasn't getting it done. So when I came here to CrossFit Fever, after a couple months, I realized that it was really working. I started seeing the cut, the definition, the things that I was really wanting for a long time. So those things are what really have gotten me excited about pursuing CrossFit and keeping up with this routine. My future training goals are to do some competitions. I've already done one. Then I gotten hurt, and then I had to rehab again, and I'm looking again to possibly do some competitions as well, just to be the best CrossFit athlete in general that I could be. Most memorable workout with CrossFit Fever would have to be, actually came down for a weekend in college and thought I was doing great where I was, and they actually did a beach WOD at Fort Lauderdale Beach, 9 o'clock in the morning. Thought I would do great, and about halfway in, had to stop and go to the side. Also thought I was going to throw up there, but ended up not throwing up. Needed to get some water, and needless to say, everybody was asking me what they do up there in Fort Myers, CrossFit in Fort Myers. Some of the most memorable things about CrossFit Fever has definitely been meeting new people, getting here to the box, and not knowing a lot of people, just the coaches pretty much, and my sister. And now I know a lot of people here, and been able to talk and talk about CrossFit, talk about things outside of CrossFit, and make friends that you never thought you would outside of anything else. So I really like that family atmosphere that we have here. The CrossFit Open has been really fun. It's my first year actually doing it. Last year I was all excited to do it and tore my ACL right before it happened, right before it started. So I had to take a back seat, watch everyone else. So this year was mainly about rehabbing and just getting back to being able to do it. Coming into the Open, I thought I was going to have to scale everything. Ended up, as the WODs came out, I kept saying to myself, okay, I think I could do this RX. I think I could do it. And each WOD I've done is RX. and I couldn't be more happy. Even with low reps, high reps, whichever the score, being able to get through it, being able to do some of it has been pretty rewarding, especially from where I started in CrossFit. The advice I would give to someone wanting to start CrossFit or join CrossFit is to just go get it, go after it. A lot of people are scared. I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people ask me, why do you do CrossFit? Is it you're crazy? And I just tell them that they go to your pace. A lot of people don't think that you just jump right in and start doing the things that you see on TV or that you see people doing in the box, and that's not the case. Usually they want to get you up to speed, especially in the movement, so you don't get hurt, because that's a big misconception that CrossFit is really bad for you. CrossFit is damaging to you, and I mean I've done nothing but improve my overall health and fitness, and I'm sure a lot of people here can say the same thing.